Hello everyone, this is Ashish. As part of the final project, I have implemented Link Extractor. Uh, this tool basically extracts the links and details as shown in the output sample. Main benefit of this tool is to assist functional testing. Key challenges that I faced during implementation of this is finding a problem statement, use a standard library instead of beautiful soup, and I will talk about the forbidden error during the walkthrough. Non-issue is shortcut timeouts not handle instruction I will cover during the walkthrough. So let's have a walkthrough. This is my class, which I subclass from HTML parser provided by Python. Now here I override handle start tag and handle data. Basically, these methods are called from feed function. Feed function takes the input like HTML. It reads that HTML line by line, and whenever it encounters special kind of data like tag, comments, uh, or title, it calls these functions. Now here, as part of start tag, I am extracting the link using the a tag and then creating a list. And in data handle, I am extracting the title. I have created two user-defined functions, namely getTitle and getLinkList. Uh, getTitle provide the page title as a string, and getLinkList return the list of links shown on that page. Apart from this function, I have implemented a magic function called len, which will give you the size of the object we are parsing. And then there is also a string str function that gives the string representation of the object. This is my main program where I am first prompting the user to enter a valid URL, or they can use the default one. Now I'm retrieving the status, duration, title, and link list by calling the function openLink. So this is openLink function. If you look here, I'm passing the header. This is very important. Otherwise, after a certain number of tests, the server will identify the request is coming from a bot rather than the actual user, and will block your request, which I talked about in my presentation. Here in the openLink, I am again calling a function called parse and retrieve. So if you go to parse and retrieve, you will see here I'm creating a variable of the type link parser, and then using the feed function, I am feeding the data that is the HTML of the open URL to the parser, and then we are getting back the title and linked list using the user-defined function that I have shown in the link parser class. Now once I get the details here, doing a assert statement basically to check if I am getting the expected result, and then and this assert is only for default, and then I am also creating a set to see if there are any duplicate links on that page, just to remove that. And as you know, not all the links are absolute links. Some are relative links, so I'm converting those relative link to absolute link using the method form absolute link, which I have defined here. This a relative link, I am adding the URL part, and then once I have the absolute link, I am iterating through my link list, which consists of all the links, and then for each of the link I'm calling the open link method again to get the details like number of links, title, URL, and number of sublinks, and a duration to perform this action, which comes from open link method. Now once we have this data, I am creating a link dict. So this will consist of all the data that I mentioned now, and then that will have the dictionary of all the gathered data which we captured here. Now once we have the final link list ready, I am calling the print report method, which print all the data in the required format. Let me give a invalid input, so it will again ask to give me a valid. I'm putting valid again. Now I just want to use the default one, so I will hit enter. Now here it's showing me how much data is sent for each of the link which there in the main page, and it's iterating through all the links and creating the dictionary which is shown here. So the reason I have this print function at the end when I have my final dictionary created is because I am printing the total sublink, which will be available only if we have all the required information well in advance. Now my run is completed. Let me go through the output is created. Let me open the output file. And here we can see that we have the details of website that we have tested, total number of links on the main page, pass, fail, total sublink is nothing but sum of this, uh, how many sublinks are there for each of the individual links, and the title of the individual links. And I'm also calculating the time. So this duration is the time that it, it took by my it took by program to execute, but it's not the time to open the page. uh, Here you can see some of the characters are special characters. So as you see, some of the titles are not shown properly. That's because the encoding is not the standard one. Uh, those are related to different languages, which is shown when you open the Google from India. Uh, that's about it. That concludes my walkthrough. Thanks for paying attention.